So I do understand your point. Who knows? You heard Lapachette. We try to get the experts on and get a sense and go from there. Matt in Syracuse, New York. Matt, welcome. It's your turn. How are you, Matthew? What's happening today? Go ahead.
Hey, dog. Before I get to any baseball, as a Syracuse sports hater, I love seeing Boeheim go down in the ACC tournament only because Boeheim and the Syracuse fan like to think that New York City is a second home and that MSG and the Barclays are Carrier Dome in Manhattan. So I went in reality, the average person on Park Slope walking their dog has no idea what Syracuse sports is. So I enjoyed that one.
And I think, listen, and I know that Jimmy had a major problem with it. I had no problem at all, and it was the correct thing. Buddy Boeheim deserved to be suspended for a game. That's all there is to it.
Oh, Buddy's a brat, dog. And you know what? You got to pay for your consequences. And Boeheim would be whining to the national media if someone did that against his kid. Imagine if Buddy Boeheim got elbowed in the stomach. The real world isn't a little prep school for Buddy.
I don't know enough about him personally, so I'll lay off with that. But I do think probably if it was the shoe was on the other foot, I don't know how, in fact, Jimmy would handle. But Buddy Boeheim, for punching a guy in the stomach, deserved to be suspended. Now, you can make an argument that the officials should have caught it right then and throw him out of that game so he could have played the next one. The fact is they didn't. They made a mistake. So he had to get suspended for the next day after they looked at film. But, the whole thing is precipitated by him throwing a punch. He doesn't throw a punch, the other things don't happen. So it snowballed on him. But go ahead, Matt. What else is on your mind? Fire away.
Nothing. More importantly is baseball. I like this move for the Braves. I think every team needs to really calculate these long-term contracts. And they got Olson. A kid's 27. He's going to be a good player. And, I think it's a risk-reward thing. Freeman's probably going to make it hurt here in the early few years. But, those are tough decisions to make. And teams aren't cold-blooded enough after a World Series championships. And I think a lot of times it's a mistake to bring back the veteran you love. And I do think a lockout is helping owners really, the fan base, the fans could give them a pass because, like you said, baseball did feel irrelevant. The World Series feels like it was so long ago.
Yeah, I think the Liberty Media got a break from that standpoint, the lockout. I think it was easier to cut ties with Freeman when you haven't gotten through a long contract negotiation. Remember, they weren't able to talk to him for 3 months. Good call, well done. Matt gets us going. Chris DePresti with a Sports Bite. He's